morning and welcome. I'm so glad you're here in class with me today. I'm Miss Aker and I have a special guest. Miss Barnes is here. She's here to help us with our Brain Smart Start. We're going to be reading a book called Inside Outside, and I thought it'd be fun if we made some rain together. So get your family and friends to join in as we do this together. We're going to start by rubbing our hands together. I'm going to start first and then Miss Barnes is going to join in. Let's listen. Okay, now I'm going to snap my fingers to hear the raindrops getting a little bigger. And Miss Barnes is going to join in now too. The rain's starting to come down really hard. Miss Barnes is going to make it louder with me. It's a storm brewing out there. It's getting even louder. Do you hear it? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's starting to slow down. See how we're taking turns? You can do that too. Raindrops are slowing down until it's just a little drizzle. And the rainstorm is all done. Great job. Thank you for helping me today. And now let's get started with our book, Inside Outside. Welcome to Reading Corner. We've been learning all about writers and how we can be writers too. Today we're going to read a story that helps us think about how we can get ideas in our everyday life, inside or outside. So this book is called Inside Outside, and it's by Lizzie Boyd. It's another wordless picture book, so we really have to pay close attention to those pictures to understand and read the story. Okay, Inside Outside. Okay, here this person is inside. They're playing. Oh, I think it might be winter because I see through the window that there's some snowmen. And it looks like they have their mittens over here. Let's see what it looks like outside. Oh, yay! They're building a snowman with the dog, and there's lots of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So inside, they're cooking, playing, drawing, and outside, they're building a snowman. Lots of ideas for stories there. Okay, where are they? Let's see. Where are they inside? This looks like the inside by the kitchen. I can tell because there's a refrigerator, some cheese on the counter. Look at the animals. And he's hanging up his artwork. Now let's see what's happening outside. It's a rainy day. The person is splashing in puddles. The birds are having a great time. Something else you can do with a wordless picture book is you can give the character a name. We don't know what the name of this person is. I think I want to call this character Sam. Let's call this character Sam. Sam is playing in the rain. Now Sam is inside again. Where is Sam now? Sam looks like they went down the hallway. There's some plants. Looks like maybe the fish is Sam's pet. Now let's see what happens when we go outside. Oh, now Sam is flying a kite with the dog and the cat. A butterfly is flying nearby. The birds are enjoying some bird seed and also building a nest. It must be spring. Let's go back inside. Now here's the bathroom because there's a bathtub, and Sam is opening the curtains to look outside. Coloring, looks like Sam was eating something. If you turn the page, Sam is making a garden and the doggy is splashing around in the water. And it looks like the birds are chirping, chirp, 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 chirp. What are you seeing in the picture? Let's go inside. What can you find? The doggy's on the couch. Looks like Sam's building a boat. And if we go outside, oh wow, look at the garden. It has grown so much and these flowers. And Sam's putting the boat into the water to float around. I think they're having a picnic. What about you? We're gonna go back inside. Sam has made a tent to read in, just having a lazy reading day. What else do you see? Let's go outside. Wow, look at all those leaves, raking them and having a lot of fun jumping in the leaves. Have you ever jumped in leaves? Let's go back inside. Oh, wow, we're back in the kitchen. Sam is doing a puppet show. Puppet shows are so much fun, especially to do on a day where maybe it's chilly outside. But then Sam decides it's time to go outside and play. And Sam's pretending to be a wizard. And they're all got these magic capes. Go back inside. Got a scarf and a hat. Ooh, brr, it must be cold out there. Sam is done pretending. Sam's gonna go outside and go on a sled ride. It's winter again. Wow, so many ideas. Here's the last page. So many ideas for stories when you're inside or when you're outside. Let me show you some more ideas that you can use for your writing. So I have a little chart here that has some ideas for places you might go inside and places you might go outside. Let's get inspired. This is a restaurant, kitchen, movie theater, lunchroom or cafeteria, auditorium, grocery store, your living room in your home, your classroom, or a museum. Can you get any ideas for a story from these inside places? Well, what about outside? A park, a beach, a barbecue cookout, a field like this baseball field, a swimming pool, a city with big tall buildings, the ocean, a playground, or walking on a street. There's lots of ideas from your life. Every day you can get an idea for a story. So today I'm gonna show you how you can write an inside or outside story. But before I do that, I wanna show you something as we color. So we're gonna make sure that we're working on our craftsmanship when we're illustrating our books. So here's examples of level 1, 2, 3, 4. We wanna try to be a level 4, the superstar level. In this one, do you see how the writer scrabbled, colored all over it? We don't want to do that. We want our readers to be able to understand our pictures. In this one, they tried coloring it, but guess what? They used all kinds of colors that didn't really match the picture. Like, nobody has purple skin. That's so silly. It's kind of funny, but we want our stories to be true stories that we tell. And then we have this level. This is 3. You can see they're starting to color the bits of the picture in nicely, but look at level 4. They added details like grass, clouds, and even colored the sky. So we're gonna try to have level 4. So I'm gonna start coloring a picture from a different episode that we did together, and I want you to guess if it's a level 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? Ready? So this is an outside story because it's an airplane, okay? Here I go. Oh no, I didn't do a good job. What do you think? Is that 1, 2, 3, or 4? Oh, you're right. I went way too fast and I was just scrabbling. That is a level 1. I better try again. Let's do another one. Let's see. How about this one? I worked on this story, which has 2 parts. First, I was inside reading a book in my living room, and then I went outside for a run. So I'm gonna start drawing. So I'm gonna draw my carpet, a blue. I'm taking my time to try to color inside those lines because I want everybody who reads my story to be able to see what is in the story. I want them to see this carpet If I just scribble scrabble all over it, they might not know what I was drawing a picture of. And then I need a brown for this cabinet. So now you can see I'm starting to get to level 3 because I'm taking my time and I'm coloring things the way that they should actually be. When I look at my house, this is the way that things are. And I'm gonna color my hair brown. And the book I was reading had a red cover. So I'm gonna color that in red. And sometimes you can't really remember all those details, but you just try to make it the best you can. And I'm gonna color my curtains a green color. Do you see any of the shapes I used for my inside story? Okay, now it's looking really good, and I can go over to the other side. I'm gonna color some details like grass near the sidewalk. Color that in. Do you like running and playing outside? It can be really fun at recess or if you get to play outside by your house. And then I can color around here. So when we're thinking about our craftsmanship, we're taking our time and we're thinking about, what color would this be? And now I'm gonna color the sky. So when you're coloring the sky, you can make it meet the ground. Around the houses. And I'm just gonna keep going on this until I get to that level 4. So I'm trying to make sure I'm doing a level 4 so that I can show my craftsmanship to illustrate a book. You should try this at home too with your inside-outside stories. Today we got inspired by our wordless picture book, Inside Outside, to think about how we can get ideas for stories wherever we go, whether we're inside our house or outside walking down the street or at the playground. And we also talked about how we can use craftsmanship to try to make our writing and our drawing sparkle by taking our time and drawing carefully. I can't wait to see your stories. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.
Kindergarten is great at Kansas City Public Schools.
I know they have really good teachers. I know this is a great school.
They teach them stuff that I thought my kids would never be able to know at the age of 5.
Since deciding to send our kiddos to a neighborhood school, we've become even more of a part of our community.
Now is the time to enroll your future kindergartner for the new school year. Visit enrollkc.org today.
Good morning, friends, and welcome back. I'm Mrs. Gordon, and I am so glad you are here with me today to learn new things. We have been talking about animal habitats. We've discussed about deserts, oceans, and also rainforests. And now I want to talk about grasslands. So if you have materials such as sponge or markers or paper where you can draw animal tracks with me today, let's grab all those things and let's get started. Grasslands are found on every continent except Antarctica. The temperature varies depending on the latitude. In temperate grasslands, like the Great Plains of North America, temperature varies with the season. These areas experience cold winters and warm summers with some rain. On the other hand, tropical grasslands remain warm all year long. They experience a wet and dry season. Overall, grasslands receive more rain than the desert, but less rain than the rainforest. Each year, the grasses that fill grasslands die back to their roots. The soil protects the roots, and new buds from the seasonal cold or dry conditions, and the grasses regrow the following season. While grasslands may have a few trees located along streams or other small bodies of water, the lack of precipitation prevents too many from growing. Interestingly, the height of the grasses that grow in a grassland is determined by the amount of rainfall the grassland receives. In grasslands with more precipitation, the grasses grow higher. In regions with less precipitation, the grasses remain short. We are going to create animal tracks today. Although the grasslands could be high or low, certain animals make animal tracks as they are walking. Especially if it's wet conditions, they can leave animal tracks in the mud or dirt. And if it's a grassland where there's a desert-like, where it's hot sand, there can be animal tracks there. I'm just doing 4 different types today. I have an animal track of a zebra, a coyote, prairie dog, and bison. All of these animals live in some type of grassland around the world. Let's first create a zebra. A zebra's animal track looks like a hoof, and it's almost in a U shape. I'm going to take this sponge and try to cut it in the same shape. You might need different material to create the shape. If you need an adult to help you, then ask for help. So I have one here, and I think I'm going to cut one more so it can be on the other side. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just get it exactly the way the animal track is. Did you know you have tracks? Yep, your footprint. Have you ever looked at your footprint in the sand or snow or mud? All of those are your footprints. That is considered your track. Here is the zebra animal track. Now, if you really want to have some fun, you could put paint on these and then stamp it onto another piece of paper. Now, let's make a coyote animal track. This one looks a little different. If you look at that coyote and prairie dog, they almost look like they have the same animal track, the same footprint. Coyotes are a little bigger than prairie dogs. I'm going to take this sponge and kind of make it like the half oval shape. Then I'm going to make it a little opening. Some animal tracks have a different texture at the bottom of their foot. This helps them either grip to the ground easier, or sometimes they might be climbing different rocks or mountains or even hills. The coyote is almost like a half oval. So there's my shape there. Then we have smaller ones. This looks like toes. They have 4 on their paw. It's called a paw. We have a total of 10 toes, but they have 4 each. This looks like it fits this shape here. I'm going to use the remainder of my sponge to try to create the other parts of the animal track. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And if you notice, these look almost like circles as well. That fits there. It's almost like a puzzle. I think I'll cut off a little bit more here. It's a little more round. There. And then I have one more. That can fit there. Does that look like a coyote animal track? I think so. Coyotes almost look like dogs, but they are a little bigger and they live in the grassland. Now, before we do the prairie dog, let's do the bison. Bisons also have a hoof, but if you can look at the zebra, it's a little bigger than the zebra. Bisons are big animals. Bisons look similar to almost a bigger cow. It's very hairy, and they live in the grassland. So I'm going to see which type of animal track I can create using my sponge. These almost look like half circles too. Does that look like a bison animal track? I think so. Let's cut another one just so we can fit the other part. Remember, depending on the size of the animal, that's how large or how small the animal track may be, the footprint. I'm going to make this a little more rounder. And it's almost like a puzzle. Again, to be more creative, you can put paint on these and try to see if you can create the track on another paper. This is the bison animal track. There we go. Our last one is a prairie dog. A prairie dog, I don't know if you've ever seen, but if you have, it almost stands really tall in the grass. They have small animal tracks. They are usually what their name is in North America. You can see a lot of those in the grasslands of North America. It almost looks similar to a coyote. Can you see a difference? This one almost looks like a half circle. This one to me looks like a triangle. So I'm going to cut it out almost like a triangle. And then I'm going to outline at the bottom of the track. There's part of the prairie dog animal track. If you notice, the paw looks similar to the coyote. They have 4 other parts of their track. So let's see if we can match them here. Those almost looks like circles, more like ovals. Here's one. This one looks like it can fit on the other side. And remember, all animals' tracks are different, depending on the size, maybe even depending on the region, or depending on the type of species that they are. There's another one. And then one more small one. Right there. You have created 4 different animal tracks today. These are animals that live in the grassland. We have zebra, coyote, prairie dog, and bison. You might can find these in different regions in the different grasslands around the world. You did such amazing work today creating animal tracks. Next time, maybe if you're at a zoo or some type of museum, you can check out and see what types of animal tracks that are in there and who they belong to. Try to guess which animal. I hope you had fun creating animal tracks today. Grab your nearest adult and tell them what a grassland habitat is. And until next time, I wish you well.
Hello, my name is Courtney Hawkins. I'm a parent of 4 children that are going here, well, 3 that are going here currently, and then 1 that is now in middle school. But we've been with Holiday Montessori since my oldest was in preschool. And probably one of my favorite things about this school is just the family environment. I love coming in the school and hearing, hi, Miss Hawkins, and then just the care of the teachers let you know that your children are well taken care of. And we've had some teachers, all of them have been really good teachers, and we've had some that have been really good at challenging and inspiring our kids. I had a teacher that noticed my daughter's advancements in reading, and she kind of pulled her aside and gave her additional work that kept her moving forward and kept her challenged.
Hello, my name is Sahara Hawkins and I am in the 8th grade. I am Harold Holiday alumni. I've gone here from the P4, which is a bit before kindergarten, all the way up to my 6th grade year. When I left Holiday Montessori, I felt really prepared to go to middle school because here at Holiday, I think their academics are very rigorous, and they prepare you for middle school because they give you due dates, they start giving you due dates and things like that. Assignments that are due weekly, which prepares you for middle school because there are assignments that are due weekly or daily. And then I just felt very prepared in general because they start doing less material and they start really just working on your communication within the middle school and how that transition is going to look like and what that transition is going to look like. So I just felt really prepared and like I was going to have a good transition in middle school.
We also have a teacher that my oldest son has right now that noticed some of his interests and encouraged him in that to do some research, thus combining the passion and the learning together. So we really are appreciating the teachers that our kids have had.
Hello, my name is Joshua and my grade is 5th.
My name is Micah and my grade is 1st. I like my teachers because they're nice.
I would say you should definitely join the Harold Holiday Montessori family because first, it's very opening and it's a welcoming environment. You have great teachers from all different backgrounds and they come in and they come to teach your child, but also just to help your child through life. They not only teach you like your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s, but they teach you motor skills and life skills that from a very young age that you may not think that an elementary school would teach you. And overall, it's a very diverse school in general, and it's in a good neighborhood.
Overall, I would encourage anyone that's considering coming to Holiday to come and just join this family environment of hands-on learning. And the They've got great before and after school program. The LINK program is awesome. Big part of what contributes to that family environment. And we have a forward thinking and moving principal that has done a lot with the school, changes in the school that improve the morale of the students and the staff here. So it's just a great environment to be in, and I encourage you to come and join the family.
Thank you for visiting Holiday Montessori School. If you'd like more information about our fine Montessori program, please call 816-418-1950 and we'll schedule a one-on-one tour with you. We look forward to sharing with you more about the great things that are happening here at Harold Holiday Montessori School.
Hey Kansas City, try this amazing no-bake horchata mac and cheese. What do you think of that? Hey Kansas City, guess what? We're at the Cardinal Cafe at Manual Career Technical Center, and today we are going to make an amazing no-bake macaroni and cheese. You can even call it fake macaroni and cheese, which might make it an impasta. Okay, here we go. So this is horchata pasta. Okay, you can use any kind of pasta you want in macaroni and cheese. I really like the horchata, so guess what? We're gonna get some salt in our water back here, because when you're boiling pasta, your water should taste like the ocean. And believe me, if you're in the ocean, you really don't want to taste it. Hey, we're gonna get our pasta going. Now, our goal in making this today is to get this done in the 11 to 12 minutes that it takes to cook that pasta, okay? So we've got our pan heating up with a little butter in there, because the first three ingredients in French cooking are butter, butter, and butter. We're gonna turn this baby all the way up for right now, okay? We're gonna start with our heavy cream. Okay, we've got heavy cream and butter in our pan. Now, me personally, when I'm making this, I love to season early, okay? So we're gonna start out with some smoked paprika, give it a little spice, little black pepper, some garlic powder. And you notice I'm not using all of everything I have for the simple fact that I don't want to over season, all right? Just a drop of salt, because a lot of the cheese we're gonna be using today is salty. We'll give this a little whip around, okay? And what's gonna happen is that this cream is going to get real close to boiling. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our cheese in there. Now honestly, today our cheese is a lot of cheese that we have in the fridge. Let's see if we have some smoked provolone, some pepper jack, some American, some cheddar, some mozzarella. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of cheese. You can use what you have at your house, okay? Let's give our pasta a little stir. Woo, it's boiling good. right, our milk, our cream is starting to warm up really nice. You're starting to see a little bit of steam come off of it. Here's the thing, you don't want to boil this, okay? You want to get it nice and hot. And what's going to happen is we're going to start to temper this with the cheese that we're putting in it, okay? So our cream is getting nice and hot. We're going to start with some pepper jack. I'm just going to lay it on top, okay? We're going to do the same with this nice smoked provolone. We're going to give her a little stir up here. And this cheese and the fact that our cream is reducing is what's going to thicken this sauce. Now, I like a little color in my sauce, so I'm going to throw a little cheddar in there. Okay, we're going to get that moving around. You can see some of this cheese is starting to melt. It's awesome. That's exactly what we want. We need to do a quick spin around. Hit our pasta quick. Our pasta's about halfway done right now. Uh-oh, you can see our cream starting to boil, so we're going to just take that down a little. We're going to get some mozzarella and throw in here. You know what? I see some American hiding in there. Let's get a few slices of American cheese in here. You can say what you want. American cheese is one of my favorite cheeses in the world. Okay. Just going to keep this moving around, bring our heat down a little. So as you look at this cheese sauce is really starting to thicken up nice. And to tell you the truth, I don't think we want to add any more cheese to this due to the fact that we're still going to have our starch on our pasta. We can switch back to our whip right now and just start bringing that together real nice. Okay, we're just going to stir it up. I'm telling you, you can smell that smoked paprika in there. It smells so nice. This is a beautiful sauce for our pasta. And you'll notice there's a little thickness here. I'm going to shut this off completely because as soon as this sauce is done, which for all common purposes, this sauce is done. And the fact of the matter is we don't want it too thick because we're going to have the starch from our pasta in with this, and that's going to thicken everything up. So I'm going to set this guy off to the side. I'm going to move our cheese bowl. We're going to get in and get this pasta stir. Have a look at it, see what's happening. Oh, it's looking good. It's got 3-4 minutes left, so guess what? We're going to need a saute pan and some butter to do our breadcrumbs. Okay, when we do this, here's my thing. You can see that these breadcrumbs that we have in this bowl are nicely toasted, okay? That's what we're looking to make this one look like. And the thing is, that makes this so delicious, is that we're gonna roast some garlic right in with these breadcrumbs. Gonna make it really tasty. So we're just gonna let that butter go ahead and melt. We're gonna check our pasta. Pasta's looking like 2 to 3 minutes out. It's still pretty yellow. Yeah, getting our butter going nice. Now, here's the thing. Me, I always use too much butter. I know I do, so guess what? We're gonna grab our butter pot off the stove. We're going to salvage a little bit of this butter. Ta-da! right, so we've got our butter going. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with our garlic. You can hear that garlic getting a little sizzle in there. That's what we want. Now, our breadcrumbs for the topping, we're gonna use about that much, okay? That's maybe 2 cups. But guess what? We have to keep these breadcrumbs moving, because if we don't, we're gonna burn them up. And that's the last thing we want. Okay? This process takes just a couple minutes. You know, we're up on really nice high heat. Okay? Shake them up a little. Get them down in the bottom of our pan where that nice caramelization is going to happen. What's really funny is already you can see the slightest color change. Okay? We let that sit a second. What are we doing? Stirring pasta. What kind of pasta did we say this is? This is orchetta. Okay? Now, you can use any kind of pasta you want. You can use a bow tie, a spiral, a fusilli, a capitavi. That's my favorite. A capitavi looks like a corkscrew with ridges. Holds so much sauce. I mean, it's my absolute favorite. So as we turn this each time, you can see that we're getting some caramelization on these crumbs. And the thing is, some people will set this pan down, walk away for a minute, whatever they're doing, and come back and have perfect crumbs. I can't do that, okay? I need to stand over it, because if I don't, my crumbs are gonna get away from me. But right here, you can see on that turn that we're getting some real caramelization, and I'm gonna tell you what, it smells so good. Now, we've still got some spices left, right? Let's give it a little shake of that smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is one of my favorites. It has such a great smell to it. Give it a little shot of black pepper. But guess what? We better turn these babies. So here's the cool thing, you guys. In getting these spices in here right now, what you're doing is you're changing the flavor profile of your spices, because you're toasting your spices right along with your breadcrumbs. So when people dig into this, there's going to be a different flavor in the breadcrumbs than there are in the pasta and cheese itself. Okay? I wish you could smell this. That paprika is just pouring out. It smells so good. Oh yeah, now we're really starting to change our color on these breadcrumbs. And now's when I have to be careful, because if I'm not, I'm gonna go ahead and burn them up. That's starting to look really good. This is our goal. This is where we are. Guess what? That orchetta is looking amazing. We're gonna shut it down and we're gonna let it sit there for a minute before we drain it. Okay, you look on the edges, this is getting really nice and brown. And again, you know, this dish is for if you don't have room in your oven at Thanksgiving or Christmas. You can literally make this dish minutes before you eat. This isn't something that has to cook all day. You may want to use a spatula instead of just tossing them. I toss them because that's the way I was taught when I was a kid at the little joint called the Sportsman. You know, we used to turn hash browns, omelets, you name it. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left here, so I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to shut this off. And this is where I usually make my mistake. I'm going to grab this pasta and get it drained. Nope, I'm not going to leave it on the heat. You know, the fact of the matter is that if you know yourself the way I know myself, I have to take it off. But the thing is, we have to watch out for residual or carryover cooking, because this pan is still very warm. Okay? And you look at these right on the edge. We've got some really nice dark breadcrumbs. The fact of the matter is we're setting this on a cold stainless steel table because we're trying to impede that cooking process or slow it down now. Okay, let's get some pasta. Yeah, we better take a towel for that baby. She's feeling pretty hot. Here's the thing, Kansas City. When you're dealing with hot pots and pans and hot water and everything around you is hot, take the time to make sure you're grabbing a dry towel, because if you grab a wet towel and you grab something hot like this pot, what's going to happen is that wet towel, steam is going to get created in there and it's going to burn your entire hand. It'll be far worse than if you just grab a hot pot, which I'm not suggesting either. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this pot right here. We're going to shake out our ladle and we're going to get this cheese sauce right into this pot. Okay, here's the thing, and something I want you to remember. It only takes a second to scrape a pan out properly and get all the goodness out of that pan, every bit of flavor, okay? Just try and do it right the first time. That's all you have to do. So we're going to grab this pasta. We're going to get this baby right into our sauce. Now remember, we did not rinse the starch from this pasta, okay? So, our sauce is hot, our pasta's hot, our breadcrumbs are hot, right? Look at that. That looks so good. It smells amazing. Here's the thing, that this is gonna sit for 3 to 4 minutes. All of this liquid is gonna get drawn into this pasta. Okay, all that starch is going to thicken up this pasta and this sauce. It's going to be amazing. So let's grab our pan. Always remember, give your pan a little spray. Okay, your dishwasher will thank you. Or if it's like here, I'm the dishwasher, I'll be very happy about it. Okay. Look at this. We're going to scrape out all this sauce. Get it right in there. We're going to spread that out nice, okay? We're going to set this guy over. Now, here's our first batch of breadcrumbs, okay? Pretty yummy, but look at this. This batch of breadcrumbs is gorgeous, okay? This is what you want on your no-bake pasta. We're just going to go in. And we're just going to start shaking a little on there, okay? And you know, it may seem like you might have a little too much. I always like a little more because I love to just push it around a little, get every corner covered. Wow, Kansas City, check that out. That is an amazing, very quick homemade macaroni and cheese. In this case, orchetta and cheese. And again, you can use any pasta whatsoever. And you know what? I just realized that I'm wiping down the counters as I talk to you. You know what? Some habits die hard. So, honest to goodness, guys, that's some amazing macaroni and cheese. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a really quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dish it up into these bowls so that you can see this finished product, because it is amazing and it is oh so good. We'll be back in just a minute.
I chose manual because it's challenging and fun, and it can help me with college.
I chose manual because I wanted to get a jump start in my career with culinary arts.
I chose manual to acquire skills I'd use in real life.
I chose manual because I want to be an ER doctor, and being an EMT is my first step.
Kickstart your future today at Manual Career and Technical Center. Manual is open for all 11th and 12th grade students in both Kansas and Missouri. Learn more today at enrollkc.org/manual or call 816-418-5200.
right, Kansas City, I'm telling you right now, we have not done a single thing to this. We left 3 minutes ago so we could get everything cleaned up. Guess what? We're back. We're gonna dish this up into these nice boats on these plates. But really, this bread topping honestly looks like it just came out of the oven, and I could not be touching this if it were just fresh out of the oven, okay? This is really just a little two-pot deal that you can do and get onto your Thanksgiving or Christmas table that quick, okay? Let's dish this up and see how it looks. Oh man, this is amazing. Honest to goodness, this makes me so happy. Look at that. We're gonna get some topping for it right here just to sprinkle on there. But I'm telling you what, that is amazing. And really, I wish you could smell how nice and garlicky it is. So good. And you know, you can see a little bit of this sauce down in the bottom of this pan. But I'm telling you right now, as this sits, by the end of dinner, all this sauce is going to be really nice and hearty, delicious. Look at that. I'm going to get a little bit of this crumb for on top here, because you just need a little crumb on top to go with everything else. Kansas City, I don't know what all you like on your table at Thanksgiving and Christmas at your house, but at my house, this is a clear winner. Remember, any kind of pasta in the world, this orchetta is like a flat shell. You can use a shell pasta, a macaroni, a bow tie, cappatavi. Remember, that is my favorite, so if you're ever making me macaroni and cheese, cappatavi all the way. Hey, you know what? I hope you make this orchetta and cheese, this macaroni. You know, I want to see your breadcrumbs. You can send me a picture at tbelisle@kcpublicschools.org. And Kansas City, make it, love it. Have a great day.
Welcome to East High School. My name is Louis Sinahosa, and I am the principal. I'm looking forward for you to learn all about our East Bears, and thank you for taking the time to visit with us.
At East, we serve students in 9th through 12th grades. We first opened our doors in 1924 to serve high school students on the east side of Kansas City. With more than 50 plus languages and countries represented at our school, East is one of the largest and most diverse high schools in Kansas City. Our mission is to ensure each student reaches his or her fullest potential as a learner. With literacy as our focus, our goal is for all students to be successful and gain valuable experience throughout their high school career. After graduation, our students go on to be successful in either college or the career of their choice. We put a focus on learning through a 21st century lens. To prepare students for life beyond high school, we have specific college and career pathways which include agriculture, health science and bioscience, nursing, engineering, teaching, EMT, law and public safety, construction, barber and cosmetology, computer science, culinary, and more. Students can graduate with their industry-recognized credential in their chosen pathway and have job options upon graduation. East offers traditional high school classes, advanced placement, and dual credit courses. In addition, we offer Early College Academy, where students attend Metropolitan Community College, Penn Valley, where they can graduate with both their high school diploma and associate's degree. We welcome immigrants and refugees into our school. With a high level of English language learners, or ELL students start in small group instruction to help them quickly get up to speed with their counterparts. They will have ongoing ELL support to ensure they are successful throughout high school. Along with a high-level academic rigor, East also offers a wide range of sports, clubs, and other activities. Our soccer teams have become some of the most dominant programs in their division. Plus, many of our scholar athletes have earned scholarships to play their given sport at the collegiate level in soccer, football, volleyball, and more. We have something for everyone in our school. Students can be part of junior ROTC, art, instrumental and vocal music, or take a variety of electives. Plus, we offer activities including bike club, dance, debate, newspaper, student council, yearbook, and more. At East High, we believe each student has untapped potential. Students have opportunities to visit colleges, universities, and other post-secondary institutions, as well as participate in job shadowing and internships related to their career interests.
Thank you for visiting. We hope you enjoyed the tour. If you want to learn more about East, please call us at 816-418-3125. Go Bears!